What's going on again, College Algebros? It's Mr. C here, and in this video I'd like to show you how to solve the very last examples, 2 parts, on page 3 of the section 3.2 note packet, where we're provided the equation of a function, yet we want to answer some things about the graph of the function should we graph it. Alright, so for part A it says if x is 2, what is f of x? How you want to interpret it is as follows. It's basically asking you to figure out what f of 2 is. And all you'll do for that is take 2 and plug it into all the x's that are in the expression for f of x. So on top you'd have 2 plus 3, and on bottom you'd have 2 minus 4, and we get 5 over negative 2. Okay, so I'm going to write that f of 2 is equal to 5 over negative 2, or negative 5 halves. Alright, so that's the first part of part A. The second part, what point is on the graph of f of x? Well, we do have that information. It's just kind of in the function notation format. Keep in mind that the x value we plugged in was 2, so the x coordinate of the point would therefore have to be 2. And remember that f of anything, the number that it pops out, this is really just a y value. In particular, this is the y value when x is 2, so the y coordinate would have to be negative 5 halves is how I'll write that. Alright, and that's something you could verify. If you wanted to, you could enter this into y1 in your graphing calculator and use the trace feature. Type in x is 2 and you should get negative 2.5. Now for part B, it says if f of x is equal to negative 4, excuse me, what is x? And what point or points would therefore be on the graph of f of x? So here it's kind of backwards. They're actually telling you this time that y is equal to negative 4, and we have to figure out, okay, well, what x value would produce this as a y value? Alright, so here they're giving us a y value, or a y coordinate, so to speak, and we have to figure out what x value or what input generates it. So to figure out what x value or x values produce a y value of negative 4, we're going to go ahead and take the function expression, x plus 3 over x minus 4, and set it equal to negative 4, and then get down and dirty with the algebra here. So it is a rational equation. What you'll want to do is multiply both sides by x minus 4. That clears out the denominator on the left-hand side, leaving us with x plus 3 on the left. And on the right, you'd distribute the negative 4 to clear parentheses, so you'd get negative 4x plus 16. Now what I'm going to do is add 4x over to the left to get 5x, and I'll also subtract 3 from both sides to get 13 on the right. Dividing by 5, we get x is equal to 13/5. So it's just one x value that produces negative 4 if you plugged it into the function, and the x value is 13/5. So the second part to part B would be to now interpret these values in order to come up with a point on the graph. Well, we just solved for an x value, so the x coordinate would have to be 13/5, and they gave us the y value, or y coordinate at first. They were saying that f of x is negative 4, or in other words, y is negative 4. So that would be the point on the graph. Alright, and that's how you do it. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you.